What are some of the things that this group needs to be mindful of to not fuel their opponent's offense?
Yeah, you said it right. Opportunistic, lots of skill, fast, likes to make plays. That's Montreal in a nutshell. I mean, obviously, a very good team, had a great start, and we were a little disappointed in how we, I guess, approached or reacted to the last game we played against them. We thought we had a good start to the game, and then we kind of let it fall by the wayside and kind of deviated from that. So, I think for us, it's not deviating; it's staying the course. It's knowing what they like to do, how they like to play, and trying to shut that down. And then, inevitably, when we get turnovers, attack back the other way.
What have you seen out of this group growing in the past few games, especially during this homestand, with execution, with staying that full 60 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's been a way better mindset. I think that when we can play, our game, stick to our game plan for a full 60 minutes, and sure, there are going to be ups and downs. There's going to be ebbs and flows, no doubt. But as quickly as we can get back to that, then we can start to turn the tide on teams, and we're confident that we can beat any team in the league, right? We're feeling pretty good about Vegas. We like the way that goes, like the way that went, I guess I should say. But now it's reset and try to do the same thing over and over again. It's a consistency to that mindset.
We saw you with Sean Durzi in morning skate. I'm not asking if he plays, but when there is a healthy Sean Durzi, what does he like to play with, and what does he bring to this decor?
Well, he's great. I mean, he's a great player, highly skilled. Likes to kind of get up and go in the offense and go kind of roam and do his thing. And we want him to do that. Those are all things we want him to do. He's a great leader for us. He's a great piece of this puzzle. And whenever he is back, whenever that may be, he's a huge asset for us, and we're thrilled to have him back.
Hello, everyone. One change. Durs is back, so Durs will play today, and Sima is coming out. So Durs will play with Colsey, and Disserman stay with Sergey. So that's the rest of the four lines stay the same.
What does Durzi bring to the lineup when he's healthy, and especially when he does play with someone like Cole?
I think first thing for Durs is, I will say, his offensive touch, his puck movement, his shot, his read of the play offensively. But as well, I think he brings a lot of passion to the game. He brings a lot of energy. He's a really competitive kid. He wants to make a difference. So we're happy to have him back, obviously. But even more, I think it's good in the stretch we're getting in, having a lot of bodies healthy to get through it.
What do Sergachev and DeSimone do to complement each other playing together?
I think Sergey can play with a lot of guys, but it's good when he has someone who can move the puck really well with him. He can offload and use his partner a lot, and I think he's successful when he play with someone who moves the puck really well. And having that said, he play with any kind of guy, but it depends a little bit against his opponent as well. But we like to put someone with him who has good puck moving ability.
Obviously, when Durzi's healthy, you want him in the lineup. But I'm curious, what went into the decision to bring Simashev out, and then what can he learn from this?
Yeah, we had a good discussion. First, we're starting 7 games in 11 days. That will be an opportunity. He won't be out for long. He will be back in the lineup, but we will do kind of a rotation here because first, the schedule, and two, Sima he's an important player for us in the future, but he has certain things we want him to work on. He knows it. That will reinforce the message.
Tomato wasn't out there today. Is there?
Yeah, he has maintenance. He's a little bit banged up. He's not available.
And then you guys played Montreal not too long ago. What can you take from that loss and ideally turn it into a win
first,
today?
It's a really good team. It's a young, talented team who moves the puck really well. I think that's the first thing come in my mind when thinking of them. I think their number defensively, they defend really well this year, so on and so forth. But their puck movement make them special. They have poise with the puck on the back end, up front, and they can make plays.
Andre, we've already talked a lot about the defensemen. One of the constants has been Schmidt. Yeah, and Marino. Why does that work so well?
Two guys with good hockey sense who read off each other and move the puck really well. I think I can give you a longer answer, but that's what it is.
Anybody else?
Hi. What I like about this team is I feel like there is a sense of fight. We talk about the winning streak earlier in the season, and then the tough stretch here, and now back in the win column with a dominant victory. Just take me through, or what stands out to you about this team that continues to show up in battle when things maybe aren't where they want them to be.
Yeah, I think that's who they are. I think they're. It's a really good question, but that's who they are. They're really competitive. They care for each other. They're engaged in the team. They care about the team. They care about what we're striving for. So you can see when a team is connected, you can see they're engaged. They care. You can see the deep feeling of pride or deception, but you cannot describe it, but you can feel it, you can see it, and that's a little bit when we were going through tough time. That's most of the time. That's you learn who you are. Don't tell me who you are when everything's going well. That's everybody can be the best in the world when everything is easy. When you go through adversity, you know how much your team care, how much your leader take charge, how much of you're willing to grind to get out of it. So I was proud of our attitude in those stretch, even if it was not easy, and even if when we did it, we did not necessarily get the result, and that is where you need to be resilient and stay with it, and did it. Well, we're not out of it in the sense of that will be like that for the next 60 games. It's a tough league. It's any given night where you're not on your guard and you're not on top of your game. It's too good of a league. There's no mercy rule here. It's kill them all. That's what it is. So that's every night.
Going off of that, I'm just curious. You guys won 2 games in a row. What was it about maybe that Vegas loss and that opportunity this last weekend against the Rangers and Vegas again to kind of right the ship? And did their demeanor change at all or anything like that?
Yeah, I think we had a certain number of games where we played well, but came up short. So at some point you make a dive into your soul and say, okay, just playing good, it's not good enough in that league. We're confident in ourselves. We believe in ourselves. So is the other team on the other side. The other team is a really good team tonight. They believe in themselves. They were in a rebuild. They made the playoff last year. They believe in themselves with higher aspiration. They believe if they play their A game, they will win. As much as we believe if we play our A game, we'll win. But there's somebody's wrong. You tell me who's wrong. It's just the way it is. So you need to have that resilience to dig deeper and win the next battle and do the dirty things because it's a tough league. Any given night, someone will stumble. I don't know who, but if you look at the score in the league tonight, that's the way it will be. It will be 85% of the game will be a one-goal game, and a game will be 5-1. Wow, okay, there's someone which will happen to everybody. That's just it. But all the other game will be toe-to-toe, will be a tough one. So that's what you sign up for. So tonight, we play our A game, they play their A game. That will be a hell of a game.
So with consistency and emotion management being the theme of this question, I'm going to use Cooley as an example. When Cooley comes off a game like he just had, going into the next one, as a coach, what do you want to see out of a player, any of these young guys that you want to see those repetitive, consistent games? Exactly. What do you want to see out of his performance?
You cannot do anything about the last game, whatever him who played well or the other guy who played bad. If we carry our last game all the time, we cannot get consistency. It's the same story than the clock. Okay, it's 2-0 for the opponent. Now you're carrying the clock. You think you will be good in the next shift? No, you won't. You will make all the stupid decisions you can make. Just move on. And we've been there as a team. Not saying it's easy. Having the night he had, but it was just a good game. There's a video Roger Federer talk about it. You can make the highlight of the tournament, but it's just 1 point. Doesn't make you win the tournament. You just made a really good play. You still have to grind the next point because the next point might be an ugly one, but it's the same value than the other one. So now there's 2 points tonight. who worth the same thing than the last 2 points. So let's get at it, because if we get carried away because we got 2 points, we're moving backward.
Coach, not the first time you've coached against the Montreal Canadiens. Won't be the last.
Hopefully.
I think you grew up as a Quebec Nordique fan, yes?
You got it.
Any added intensity in these types of games? Look, I know it's just one game, but maybe just can you speak to that rivalry back when you were growing up?
That was Quebec and Montreal. That was crazy. The journalists were fighting on the press box. For real. That was true. That was everywhere. That, the French people, we have our blood is boiling in our vein, we say. But that was true. That was fight in the warm-up, fight underneath the stands. That was for real. In the media, everywhere. So that was pretty intense. The Good Friday general brawl and everything. So if you have time on YouTube to figure that out, we will have a hell of a weekend. But I think that was great. But times go by, and now it's totally different. The game have changed so much for the best, in the sense of the show is the quality of player, the quality of skill of the league, the pace of the game, the length of the game, everything got better. So we need to move on, but still in our memory, it's awesome. But coaching against Montreal, it's for me, it's an Eastern Conference team. I want to win the game, but I don't want to win the game more because it's Montreal or whatever, so on and so forth. I know a lot of people think that, but it's, for me, I'm arriving in the NHL in 2013, and I always been in the Western Conference but 1 year, and I have other team where I want to beat even more than those guys. Would that stay? I would like to, it's like when you play against your brother. I would like to be able to chirp my friends or fans of Montreal. So the 2 points will be welcome.